Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to Royal Sussex Live. Welcome, one and all. Oh, there it is, right there. Okay. Uh, uh, see, you don't do yourself a favor rushing. That's for sure. You really don't do yourself a favor if you're rushing. Okay, share screen. There we go. All right, it is what it is. We're gonna make it do what it do. Um, Thank you so much for your patience. Fancy, thank you for being here first. You usually are. And let's just get into it, shall we? Wow, I'm scrolling through the conversation. It's been a long one. All right. Hello, Beverly McCaskill, Lydia Washington. Sherry Ware is here. Okay, season 2 of the oh gosh, With Love Megan, season 2 of With Love Megan. And that happened so fast. I mean, how often, I don't know how often this happens, but they literally made the announcement within a few days. That never happens. At least I don't know that that's ever happened. They have made the announcement within a few days. I'm not sure what that means, but I will take it. Um, and I tell you guys, it has been very stressful to some of us. Um, because of some of the vitriol and the bile that has been flowing out of the mouths of these horrible people. Um, and it really was a matter of all hands on deck. They literally called upon all of the dark forces, all of the evil people. They even what's her name? The grimace. Even the grimace, um, Rebecca English, even Becky the Blob, or used to be a blob, even Becky the Blob was writing about it. And she's the gatekeeper for the royal family. I didn't know she had the time to do that, but apparently she found the time. But either way, she decided to go to the darkness, and she, um, I guess the one that really gets me is the make or break, the make or break, as if they really care. It's not like they care. It's not like they have Meghan's best interests at heart. All it was about was trying to shout it down before people actually took a liking to it. That was their goal, was to shout it down. It did not work. It was an abysmal failure. It was an absolute failure. And I I'm of course I'm all about Team Sussex, but to see their melt, it was childish. At a uh, certain level, it was just childish. It was like a bunch of schoolyard bullies. Hey, Joan Garcia, TMCD. By the way, TMCD, I did fix that, right? Was I supposed to fix that for you, or I think so, right? Anyway, you're back. Um, but or did I fix it? I think I did. Oh, I think so. Oh well, I remember seeing something, and I remember that I was gonna fix it. I just don't remember if I did. But anyway, let's get on with it. So, welcome to Royal Sussex, the Royal Sussex channel. Thank you for watching Royal Sussex. Charmed, charmed. Now, With Love Megan is whipping up season 2. Now, Totem, I that is the, I guess, the official news source for Netflix. With Love Megan is is it whipping up season 2? Not rapping. Oh, whipping. Oh, that's a play on the whole cooking thing. I get it. I'm like whipping up season 2. That sounds so kind of like almost S&M, don't it? It's kind of a S&M kind of sound to it, but okay, I get it. Whipping up season 2. I'm like, I want to enjoy the show, but I don't want nobody going upside my head now. You know what I mean? I want to see the next season, but I'm not partial to somebody going upside my head, whipping up season 2. If it comes with a whooping, I don't want it. But okay, I get it now. Whipping up season 2, as in kitchen, cook, bake. Got it. Took me a minute. I'm being very Rose Nyland today. It took me a minute. So, anyway, that is the official news source for the Netflix. As a matter of fact, they have a link that takes you directly to the Netflix. And according to them, and they should know better than anybody, we're coming back. We're coming back. We are so coming back. This was just for starters. And I was saying, wouldn't it be something if they already had a few episodes in the can? But I think from the research that they've done, from this data and statistics that they've gathered, they can see that this is a winning hand. This is a winning hand for Netflix, and definitely for the Duchess of Sussex. And of course, I guess it was a very large crowd of people. I mean, you know what, guys? There are a lot of people that were probably following the TIG that perhaps I don't know, maybe they never actually followed, but they were, in tune with it every week or every day or whatever. And then, of course, there was the ones who were definitely part of the family. All, what was it, 3 million of them that were loyal followers. So you never know. There's a lot of people that will follow you on social media or subscribe to you that will probably never, ever, actually hit that subscription or whatever, but yet they're there every day. So I'm sure there were a lot of people like that. And then, of course, there are the people that are curious about this whole, um, cooking show thing or this lifestyle show, and they're going to tag along. So, yeah, they definitely know which side of the bread is buttered, and they have decided to take it on for another season. And with statistics like that, even though you have all of these ridiculous people trying to convince you that there's something wrong, to go to top 10 in like a day, how do you argue with that? The answer is you just don't. There really is no way to deal with that but to take it for what it's worth. And so that's what they're doing. They are giving it the the rightful position it deserves. Okay, so let's go to the next one. So don't put away your flower sprinkles just yet. With Love, Megan will be back for season 2. In the series, which premiered March 4th, Megan shares personal tips and tricks for hosting and adding more fun and thoughtfulness to the everyday. drawing on your years of home cooking and entertaining. I'm sorry, drawing on her years of cooking and entertaining. She spends time with friends, new and old, as they make memories together, whether reminiscing about growing up in Los Angeles with Chef Roy Choi or laughing at the prospect of tucking a fish into a blanket of salt with cherished girlfriends. And now there's more joy to be shared with Love. Megan returns later this fall. The second season has completed filming. Did you guys know that? Did you all know that? The second season has completed filming. And when I said, what if they've already got some stuff in the can and ready to go? I was just saying, that just to be hopeful. I had no idea that that was a thing. I had no idea. For those looking to try some of Megan and her guests' favorite recipes and crafts at home, check out our collection of some of the show's how to's here. Plus, now you can use products personally developed by Megan for her lifestyle brand as ever, launching this spring. It showcases a collection of items like the aforementioned flour sprinkles, tea, and baking mixes that will change seasonally. Check back to Totem for for more updates on season 2. Until then, all episodes with Love Megan season 1 are available to stream on Netflix now. Now. Okay? It's available to stream now. Yeah, so all right. The reason why I'm okay, we know that the trucks were out there at that property because there were, lots of nosy people obsessed with the fact that it was not Megan's house, right? Now, if the trucks had rolled out again for that very same location, it seems like they would have made a big fuss about it. So maybe, perhaps, the next season is at another location. You know what I'm saying? I mean, the possibilities until we know better, until we know better. But anyway, I mean, who knew that they had a whole nother season ready to go? Yes, thank you, Beverly McCaskill. You make a great point there. You make a very excellent point. Yeah, more than 50 countries. More than 50 countries. Uh, okay. All right. I'm just scrolling back and looking at some of y'all's comments because I know I missed some really good ones. No Luthando, thank you so much for being here. Okay. All right. I'm just checking back here a little bit. All right. I'm going to go back the other direction then. Don't want to go too far. Lex says, who said no to 50-50? Imagine without the sabotage. Are you referring to the half in, half out? you know, Harry and Meghan's success would have destroyed those other two. They already look as though they're on their last leg, right? And to sit around and watch them become incredibly successful, Harry offered them that they would work with the Commonwealth, that they would travel and conduct business on behalf of the Queen, right? And they would pay for their travel. They offered to foot the bill for their travel, and they just could not accept that. No, there's no such thing as half in, half out. Okay. Just because something has been a certain way doesn't mean it has to stay that way. And that's what Harry was trying to explain to his ridiculous father. Just because everybody else has been through it, my boy, doesn't mean that everybody has to go. You know what I'm saying? At a certain point, things have to change. Just like his father was able to bring his concubine, what is it, concubine, into the royal family. His mistress has been crowned queen. His mistress will sit alongside Charles while he works as the supreme governor of the Church of England. The supreme governor of the Church of England has married the result of an adulterous affair. Okay? So if that can change, because really Charles should have been excluded from being king. If that can change, then the idea that one of your heirs and his wife and children should suffer endless abuse from the courtiers, from the tabloid media that you're in the bed with, and the rest of that clan. If that's part of it, who the heck wants it? You changed it for William. They changed it for Kate. They could have changed it for Harry and Meghan. If they would have put a stop to that, Harry and Meghan would still be there. If they would have put a stop to the abuse, they would still be there. Now they are on the road to becoming billionaires and a very valuable asset to anyone who's willing to work with them, anyone who's lucky enough to work with them. Yeah, they really missed out. They really have. They cut off their noses to spite their face, and now they're walking around with the world's worst deviated septums. So thank you very much, Legs, for the super chat, and thank you so much for being here. Yep. Okay. Tap for season 2 details. With Love, Meghan is whipping up season 2. So Netflix, they posted this all over their social media. Yeah, I didn't know that they had such a big footprint on social media, but it makes sense. But they posted this all over the social media. It says here, Netflix, shh, do you hear that With Love, Meghan is coming back for season 2? And they're having fun with it. This was on their Instagram. Of course, I added that background myself, but this was on their Instagram. Okay. Lindsay Peterson, thank you so much for the super chat, and thank you for watching Royal Sussex. Wow, I went kind of deep that time. All right. Thank you very much. Now, right here, you can see Meghan posted on her social media, oh, how I love ASMR. If you're loving season 1, just wait until you see the fun we cooked up for on season 2. Thanks for joining the party, and an endless thanks to the amazing team and crew who helped bring it all to life at Netflix. So this is what Meghan posted. She posted a little short video. I didn't want to share it, but it is on her Instagram because, it all takes place in that kitchen. And, I'm afraid of the copyright popo. I'm afraid of the copyright police. But The part right there where she's peeling that bacon apart, you should have heard the little humming in her voice. She had this happy little Yeah, she had a nice little hum in her voice. And she sounded, I mean, the pitch was perfect. I hope we have a chance to see our Duchess do some singing at some place along the line. That would be interesting, right? Yeah, that would be interesting if she sang a little song for us. But we'll get around to that. What a fantastic week. And well, those people who have been relentlessly throwing out one nasty article after the other, the Daily Fail. So, what could Meghan do next as the next Sussexes contemplate the potential and end of their 80 million pound Netflix deal? Industry insiders reveal how the Duchess can keep the cash rolling in. Seriously? Seriously? They have not really come to accept the fact that you know that this is a real thing. Like right there, TikTok lifestyle guru take role in Suits LA, ultimate trad wife, or what is that, traditional wife? Anyway, it looks like they're slow to warm. It looks like they're a bit slow to warm. Duchess of Desperation. This is some of the stuff that they've been saying. Duchess of Disaster. A pinch of bitterness. Really? Really? We're still doing that? We're still doing that. I mean to tell you, they dispatched a team of of journalistic assassins to go after Meghan. And really, I understand there's a lawsuit coming and they want to do as much damage as they can. But the thing is, the British tabloid media, the Murdoch media, and anything else that looks like it, those are basically alternative press. They're the alternative to some real, genuine, um, you know, news making, journalism. They're an alternative. They're not really mainstream. They're still struggling to be accepted as the mainstream. But really, the people that believe all of that stuff are really a lot of people on the lowest rung of society. People that are, shall I just say, a bit fragile mentally, right? Those are the people who needs that, who seeks that out. Not anybody who's actually in a strong position and enjoying their lives. It's for people that are having a drink at the last chance saloon. Yeah. They're sitting at the end of the bar having a big belch and a gulp of some alcoholic beverage at a place called the Last Chance Saloon. They don't have much lower to go. They're already there. So, MAGA people, the Brexit people, those sorts. Meanwhile, meanwhile, Meghan is smiling and just kind of shaking her hands vigorously, shaking like with excitement, right? And check out that hat. Check out that hat. Um, Netflix. Netflix. When they left from that island, I was not thinking about Netflix. I don't know who could have been considering something like that. All of the, oh, what are they going to do? Sell sportswear? T-shirts, you know, all of that kind of stuff. Because, of course, Harry and Meghan made sure they took steps to legally prevent other people from merchandising their names, which was a smart thing to do. Joan Garcia says, Baron Netflix says to the haters, nah, 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 nah. Thank you very much for the super chat. And Stephen Black says, I'm so excited Meghan is coming back for a second season. The royal family is in a bitter downward spiral. Oh, well. And that's what they are. They're just a bunch of bitter betties that are jealous. They are mediocre. And everybody knows it. They're bitter.
Bitter. And, you know, somebody needs to say it. Bitter. Bitter, bitter, bitter.
That's right. They are bitter.
Bitter. And, you know, somebody needs to say it. Bitter. Bitter, bitter, bitter.
Yes. Thank you very much, Stephen Black, for the super chat. And yes, oh well to that bitter clan of, I don't know why I keep calling them clan, but oh well to that bitter bunch of people. Uh-oh, now how do I get back to oh man. Okay. Oh, okay. So I had to figure this out sooner or later. Now, how do I get back to sharing the screen? There we go. Now I know there should be an easier way to do that, but no matter. We'll do it the long way until I get this figured out. Let's see here. Leg says, after these royal podcast documentaries from the leftovers, I now truly believe they're tried to get Netflix to scrap Harry and Meghan for something from them evil. Oh, you think they tried to give them an alternative? And the thing is, Netflix gave them the crown. Let's just face it. Netflix gave them the crown. Netflix and Peter Morgan, they bent the truth. They reimagined a lot of things to make the crown possible. A lot of that stuff was a bunch of nonsense based on conversations that may or may not have happened. They depicted Charles as grief-stricken. They didn't show him crying, but they had someone making a lot of noise, supposedly in the room with the earthly remains of Princess Diana. Those last two seasons of The Crown was a gift to Charles and Camilla. It was an attempt to legitimize their adulterous relationship that became a marriage where the groom just happened to be the future supreme governor of a church, the Church of England, right? A someone on par with the Bishop of Rome, right? That should not have happened, but it did. It did. And Charles is king now. He should not be, but he's king. And so they have to provide material to ITV, to BBC especially, Channel 4, and all the rest of that stuff over there. They have to provide material to them. And they have all that in their favor, but they want Netflix too. Why? Because it's really the domain of Harry and Meghan. Now, they threw them a bone with the reimagined history known as The Crown, right? That was a gift. But Harry and Meghan they're the ones on the contract. They need to be successful, not just for their sakes, but because it's an investment from the Netflix. Not only that, but there is a project which will not feature Harry or Meghan, and it's called Meet Me at the Lake, a very popular book that was optioned by the Sussexes that will be made into a movie. And if done just right, it could be an Oscar winner, not just for the other people working on the film, but for Netflix too. Netflix loves those Oscars. So, one of the biggest English language studios in the world is Netflix. And they are producing a hell of a lot of material. So they know how to win. They know how to make this work. And if they still trust and believe in Harry and Meghan, there's good reason for it because they are making money. They're making money. Just having them on the roster is a win. When it comes to the trailers, Meghan's trailer, was that like the most viewed trailer in the history of Netflix? There's an interest there. Whole articles were written, one after the other, about a trailer, not even the actual series, but the trailer. That's money in the bank in anybody's book, in particular Netflix, and of course Harry and Meghan. That is money in the bank. Their docuseries was a success. This cooking show is a huge success. The Heart of Invictus and Polo, we'll talk about that later. But the point is, they're a sure bet. And if they were not signed up to Netflix, someone else would gladly take them. But the thing is, they are there and they are a winning team. So thank you very much, Lex. But yeah, I wouldn't doubt that those monsters tried it. I would not doubt that they tried it. They're very adept at using their leverage. The thing is, they're just not popular. If Will and Kate had the ability to draw interest like Harry and Meghan, I'd be like, ooh, po Harry and Meghan, they didn't stand a chance. But the point is, they're not. And Charles and Godzilla, they certainly are not. The next time Charles will be of any value to the world, unfortunately, Charles would be at room temperature. That'll be the next time that everybody in the world takes a look at him. His coronation, his transition. But trust and believe, there's not as much goodwill for Charles as people pretend. There's not. There's a curiosity about the royals, but Charles is not his mother. Okay? He's not his mother. So, good luck to them all. They're going to need it. All right. And you know what's funny? I don't know if you guys ever heard this story before. The Helen G. When I say on par, I mean that the Pope is the head of the Catholic Church and Charles is the head of the Anglican Church. But they're not connected. I'm aware of that. They're not connected. The whole idea of being a Protestant church is that you're not Catholic, right? They were protesting Catholicism. So, but Charles is the head of a faith that, if you listen to them, is about what the Anglican Church is. How big? You have the Episcopal Church in the US, you have the Church of England, right? Because the Episcopal Church is the Church of England in the US. So um, they are an affiliation, but they don't take marching orders from Charles, of course. But yeah, I didn't mean to imply that they were one and the same. But I'm saying on the spiritual level, as far as governing the church, he's like the sovereign and the pope for the Anglican Church all in one. So that's what I meant by that. Okay. Okay. All right, let's oh, you know what? I got the video. I got the video. Let me see here. I hope you know what? I'm gonna turn the sound down because I don't want no trouble. I didn't have time to add any music to this, but I don't want any trouble from those people. So I will play a tune, but not in a way to get me in trouble. I mean, not play a tune, you know what I mean. Okay, let me try this again. We'll try this one more time. There we go. There we go. Now, this was Meghan's reaction to the good news today. Are you ready for it? Here goes. Okay. Sound down and continue. That was her reaction. I wonder how many times they've watched this at Kensington Palace. What do you think? How many times have they watched this in Kensington Palace? I wonder. I wonder. No hair extensions detected. I repeat, no hair extensions detected. Okay. All right. So that was Meghan's adorable, adorable reaction to the news. Oh gosh, you know what? It says, let us remain calm or not. Get it? Lettuce as in salad. Let us remain calm, like romaine lettuce. Let us remain calm or not, because I'm thrilled to share that season 2 of With Love Meghan is coming. Let us remain. How cute is that? Instead of let us remain, it's let us romaine. Love it. Love it. That is the funniest, cutest pun that I've heard um since wait, where is it? Oh yeah. Since With Love Meghan is whipping up season 2. Yeah, that is the funniest. I'm just being sarcastic. It is almost too cute, but I love it. I'm glad they're having fun with it. I am so glad they are having fun with it. So, this is the video. I want you to take notice of the hat. You know, I have been trying to figure out what is on the front of that hat. The hat says, let us remain calm. I couldn't figure that out for anything. And then after reading the caption below, I'm like, oh, I get it. Let us remain calm. I didn't know what they were talking about because you could barely see it, right? but that's what it says. And what's on the back? The back of the hat says, "With love, Meghan." So on the front, "Let us remain calm." And on the back, "With love, Meghan." Or as my thumbnail says, Megam. I got to fix that. My thumbnail is all messed up. Megam. Oh, Lord. 1960. It's been a while. Thank you so much for being here. VC. Oh, my goodness. This is like a family reunion. Carmen's Place. Esmeralda. Wow. And I was excited when I saw Lindsay Peterson. It's like a family reunion. I love it. Okay. Anyway, cheers to season 2 of With Love Meghan and the most incredible adventure of a lifetime. Now, this is one of the young ladies that was invited to the party. You know, the viewing party. This is one of the young ladies that was invited to the viewing party. How is it she has a hat? How is it she has a hat right now? Do you think maybe they knew that already or what? How did they get a hat already? Or maybe that's just a slogan, "Let us remain calm." I mean, the hat doesn't say season 2, so maybe they didn't know. But it just seemed like the day to wear that hat. And the reason why I say that is because Meghan is wearing a hat, she's wearing a hat, and she's wearing a hat. Oh, wait. Yeah, and she's wearing a hat. Let us remain calm. Season 2 of With Love Meghan is happening. Gosh, I'm proud. But the rest of us, what about the rest of us, you guys? Where do we get our hats from? As you can see, one of the squatties who I thought should remain anomalous, that I thought should remain anonymous. See that Romaine, let us remain. That is messing me up right now. It's coming back to mess me up. But anyway, congrats. Happy for you. Nice. You got the cap. I mean, you met Meghan, hugged, and got the cap. Of course, they were just being sarcastic. I'm sure they are very happy for those TIG, those old school TIG members that or followers that were invited to that party that have probably maintained constant contact with the Duchess of Sussex. So they deserve it. They deserve it. I mean, just think of some of the very rough times that Meghan has gone through, and she's always had that core support from a handful of people that go all the way back to the beginning. People that Meghan could have spotted in a crowd, people that that she knew very well. So, still, I wish I had a hat too, but oh well. Let me see. TMCD said, "Oh, I want a hat too." So you have that same energy like the little kid on the picture there, who I think is so cute. What an adorable kid. What an adorable kid. But that's the photo that they shared with the caption, "You got the cap." I mean, you met Meghan, hugged her, and got the cap. Yeah, something like that. Something like that. What an exciting day. It is. It is just too exciting. Yes. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. Hey, hey, hey. We're back. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. Hey, hey, hey. We're back. And they're already done. They just have to put them on. They just have to put them on. Wow. This is incredible. And of course, there are no leaks in Montecito. There just are no leaks. You know, those people pretend like they have all this inside information, and yet something as big as this can happen, and they are clueless. They are absolutely clueless. They didn't know about this, right? Lorraine didn't see that coming. Oh, it looks like someone has I know it looks like someone has popped me in the jowl, but the actual fact is I was a bit distracted because I couldn't see. Oh, what's his name? The one that's always Russell Meyer. It was just because I was distracted. I couldn't see Russell Meyer's other ear, right? I was a bit distracted because I couldn't see Russell Meyer's other ear, don't you know? And I walked into a rhino. What rhino? They don't have rhinos in the United Kingdom. The rhino um a big giant beast with lots of folds of armor plated skin. Well, that's close, but still not a rhino. Um, yeah, it's not the same. Close, but not the same. So, anyways, they got the hats, and I'm happy for them. That was really cool though. Meghan doesn't do anything by halves, does she? Let us remain calm. Very, very cool. Wow. And you know what, guys? I think at this point we have seen um, more than enough of the Sussex manor. Um, we don't need to see everything. I'm just glad to know that they have a comfortable, safe place to live in a gated community with neighbors that look out for them, not like Big Back Fred. Nothing like Big Back Fred. Okay. And of course, that is the products that we should expect this spring. Oh, I cannot wait. I cannot wait. I am so excited. I cannot wait. Shortbread cookies, the raspberry spread, and of course, that is the fancy shipping container or collectible container for the raspberry spread. Uh, that delicious, bespoke artesian honey. The flower sprinkles. I'm gonna get 2 of those because I know I'm gonna like that. Hibiscus tea, peppermint tea, lemon ginger tea, and the crepe mix, French style crepes. I'm gonna just say that I know the crepes will probably be the last thing that I make. Um, I will have some Nutella waiting on standby, and of course, I can use the raspberry spread for that. So I know I need 2 raspberry spreads. I need 2 of those, and I need 2 of the flour sprinkles. So those are the ones that I'm gonna double up on, and probably 2 of the cookie mix. I mean, let me just, you know, not even play around. I'm gonna get 2 of those. So whenever I get the bat signal from Meghan, I am gonna go and get my supplies so that I can start having some fun with that stuff. Yeah, well, they both have armor plated skin. They do. They both have those rather bizarre folds of skin that seems to protect it from predators or whatever. Okay. Your royal appointment. Your royal appointment. You always hear Meredith Constance say that by royal appointment. Meghan's Netflix series, A Fresh Start or Just Flower Petals and Shortbread. Now, Hannah Furness, the royal editor, said that, and Meredith decided to troll her a bit. Meredith says, fix your format, meaning to make sure you stop dropping that T, and make some sun tea. Touch grass. It's 2025, and you're still forced to report weekly on a woman who left working royal life 5 years ago. uh, okay, Meredith is a bit of a cut up. And then Meredith says, first lie, funny summary. Let me see. You may be aware by now that a certain Netflix series has dropped. Perhaps you have watched some of it, binged all 8 episodes, or read the funny summaries from my colleague, Guy, Anita, and Camilla. Okay. But anyway, there you go. I'm telling you guys, it was all hands on deck when it comes to the haters. Yeah, it was all hands on deck when it comes to the haters this week. I was like really starting to feel a bit triggered, but I don't usually respond or go into any of that stuff. Um Unfortunately, okay, some of the squaddies have shared quite a few pro Meghan, pro Sussex commentaries from the uh, TikTok and such. But I did accidentally run into this one that, oh gosh, I'm trying to remember who mentioned her. But when I heard what she said, I knew exactly that I knew for sure that she was the one. And she's a black woman, American, and she has all this clown makeup on, right? She looks like a circus clown with that makeup. Or she looks like what's her name that always say send in the clowns? Uh gosh, I haven't mentioned her in a while, but she has that very clownish looking makeup. Um oh gosh, who is that monster? I can't remember her name. She's the one who acknowledged the invisible contract, and she's only half as shady as she used to be. Anyway, yeah, she's kind of like her, but instead she's a woman of African descent, as opposed to the other one who is, your typical Brit. But yeah, not Nana. It wasn't Nana. Oh gosh, I can't remember her name, and I could see her face, but I cannot remember her name for some reason. I'm at a loss. Um, oh my goodness. Anyway, let me continue. But thank you, Meredith Constance, for you know being appropriately shady and trolling that horrible person. I really do appreciate it. Now, I have a little sound bite for you. Um, nope, no, she's a white Brit, a white Brit. I said she's like the white version, or at least that's what I meant. She's like the white version of the other one, who is of African descent, which is so disappointing to see someone of African descent, someone who understands the struggle of women of African descent, being so shady. I mean, she was awful. I'm not even going to share. I didn't even save it to share it, but I was just like, I thought that she was going to, be one of the positive people that I've heard in the past few days, but she was not. Now, this nice lady right here, first of all, I think she's gorgeous, right? Second of all, let me see, Coach Shay Marville. I guess that's her name. Anyway, let me get this sound together, but I love her. This is the first time I've ever seen her, but she is very, very glamorous. I approve. She is very, very glamorous.
Is it that we support a whole industry that is designed to damage and hurt someone because it makes money? Because rage is more compelling than joy. And what is she talking about? Joy. And even after everything that's been said and everything that's been done, that woman keeps going. Bravo. Bravo, Meghan Markle, for continuing in spite of the constant critique and criticism. I know very few people who could survive it. I wrote an article for the Medium about it. Tell me what you think. Try not to get too angry. It's not good for you. Why is it that we support a whole industry that is designed to damage and hurt someone? Because it makes money. Because rage is more compelling than joy. And what is she talking about? Joy. And even after everything that's been said and everything that's been done, that woman keeps going. Bravo. Bravo, Meghan Markle, for continuing in spite of the constant critique and criticism. I know very few people who could survive it. I wrote an article for the Medium about it. Tell me what you think. Try not to get too angry. It's not good for you.
I didn't really capture it after she finished talking. You could see she was beginning to smile, but I didn't show you the complete smile, but it was epic. It was absolutely epic. But yeah, I like her. Uh, and this was like the first time that I've seen her. What is that royal reporter's name? I cannot remember. Oh, I haven't seen her for a while. Do you remember when Angela Levin was speaking about Harry and Meghan after the Queen died, and they had ganged up on her, and she said, "Oh, I know what you want. You all want to attack me or something like that." And there was the one sitting on the side that was whispering about her into the other one's ear. Oh my gosh, I cannot remember. Let me see. Um, but I haven't seen or heard from her in so long. Hell, I forgot her name. Now I want to know. Okay. I will sort this out in no time. I'm going to find her. Oh, wait, she's not there? No, it's not Rebecca English. Emily, that's it. Emily something. Emily. Okay. All right. All right. You did good there. Emily, I'll find it. Emily. She wears she looks like a Andrews. Emily Andrews. That's her. Emily Andrews. Yeah. She looks like a clown. Emily Andrews. Emily sending the clown Andrews. I hadn't thought about that chick in I don't know how long. There we go. See there? But where are the clowns? There ought to be clowns. Well, maybe she's here. Now, let me show you her twin. Well, anyway, I'm not going to say the name of this person, but oh my God, she was awful. What oh, and she has anyway. Now, okay, no, I'm not even going to tell you some of the stuff she said, but she seemed to be making some crude accusations about our Duchess, the type of friends and stuff that she has, right? Who she calls a friend and all that. So that's Emily Andrews. This one right here in the middle. This one right, yeah, that one. Oh, she was awful. And if you do know her name, please do not say it. I'm not trying to help her. Oh, but she was awful. She was awful. She seems like she has identity problems because her face is one ethnicity and her hands is another. Yeah. Her face is one ethnicity and her hands is a whole nother. And she's the one who thinks that Meghan has a problem with her identity. Meghan's not the one with an identity crisis. You are. Yeah, you are. She is dressed like Mary Hartman. Mary Hartman. Remember that show, Mary Hartman? Mary Hartman. Yeah, she has given me the very ethnic version of Mary Hartman. Mary Hartman. But as I said, she has a kindred spirit with that clown makeup. Way too much. Too much. Too much. But she was awful. I mean, she was awful. She said some terrible things. I'm just like, are you serious? I mean, what were you was that blush a gift or did you mean to yeah, it's not working. It's not working. She was heartless. Absolutely heartless. Oh, was she? I have not heard from Emily Andrews in ages. I have not heard from her in ages. Oh well, let's get on with it. Now here's another interesting one. Take a look there. I'm at Crate and Barrel buying Megan's uh, what is that? Coupe cocktail glasses? Coupe cocktail glasses. And as I'm checking out, the cashier told me, and I quote, so many people have came in today buying these exact glasses. I told her it's the Meghan effect. This made me so happy. Could you imagine that? You're just going to Crate and Barrel, right? And you're looking for those glasses only to find out that you're not the only one, that tons of people have come through the store and picked up those glasses and paid for them and left and went back home so they could rush and make something like Meghan. That is so cool. I love that. uh, yeah, it's like thank you for that, Stephen Black. Um she's she's given me one person with the hands like let me see. I'm trying to think. Yeah, she just looks okay. Just think if we're watching 227. She's giving me Rose with the hands, and it looks like she attempted to be Sandra Clark from the neck up. Actually, yeah, from the neck up. She's trying to be Sandra Clark and when she's actually Rose. And there's nothing wrong with being Rose, but it's just weird because now she's two different people. You have to pick one you have to pick one identity and stay with it. And she had the nerves to imply that our Duchess has some type of identity crisis. I don't think so. You're the one who is uncertain of yourself. Yeah, but someone should tell her flour is for baking, not used for makeup. Here, here. Well, somebody had to tell her. But the problem is
Bitter. And somebody needs to say it. Bitter. Bitter, bitter, bitter.
that's all. She just bitter, bitter, bitter. Oh, I tell you, you know, in talented hands, Wet and Wild discount makeup can almost look like MAC Cosmetics. Almost. They don't wear the same. They don't, have the rich colors and such. But, you know, there's nothing wrong if Wet and Wild is in your budget. The problem is when everybody looks at you and they know that Wet and Wild is in your budget. So, yeah. That's all I'm saying. I wonder if she works as a mortician on the side. Very theatrical, very theatrical. Okay. And with Love, Megan gets a second season at Netflix. Oh, is that the hateful, spiteful Hollywood reporter reporting that? I wonder how shady they were when they had to say that. They used to be a credible news source. That's really too bad. That is the really sad part of this whole Murdoch type of journalism, or maybe this is even owned by Murdoch. But what's really sad is that they will stir up all sorts of levels of hate They want people to be angry and reactive. And so once they go to that, you know, type of journalism, once they go in that direction, they're no longer a trusted news source. You cannot believe them. And that is really too bad. The Hollywood Reporter is not exactly Rolling Stone or Variety. Um, but still, they've been around for a while, and you want to think that they are just sharing some industry news, but they are siding with the royal family. So you're no longer just an industry news source. You're a gossip rag, a 100% gossip rag. uh, she's wearing Timu makeup, cremation gray. Woo, and look at the size of those hands. Lord have mercy. Look at the size of those hands. I mean, she looked like she could wallop you, don't she? It looks like when she went to go get her nails done, that they didn't really have any, nails for her hands. So they just used all thumbnails across all 10 digits. They just used the thumbnail size. They didn't have, finger. Oh, AI hand. Woo! You all are messy tonight. I love it. Messy, messy, messy. I love it. Okay, so back off. Meghan Markle haters. Her one pot pasta technique is legit. Now, that is coming from the Washington Post, right? Who has, been purchased by Jeff Bezos and hired one of those tabloid editors. Back off Meghan Markle haters. Her one pot pasta technique is legit. Critics call the dish she made on her new Netflix show a crime against Italy, but that's exactly where it was born, and it's tasty. Okay? Now, I haven't tried it yet, but I will. I will try it. I love a dish that you can make in one pan. You put it all in a pan and then plate it and eat it. Hey, plus size fairy. Baron Variety, it's no, they hired Meghan haters to review um Meghan her show. Oh, really? Okay. Because I know Meghan went to that whatever women of journalism thing. I always thought that they were kind of a legitimate news source, but once they start going down that road of petty gossip and stuff like that, yeah. Oh, wait a minute, what's that? It's owned by a member of the, is it Penske family that married to Elaine Irwin? I think she was a model. Oh, okay. Now, are we still talking about Variety, or is that something else? Oh, I see. I see. Oh, yuck. With Rupert Murdoch. Oh, God. Oh, well. You know, we have lost so many legitimate news sources, and they love to capitalize on those names that are ingrained in our culture. If they could get the New York Times, they would probably be the happiest people on earth. The Wall Street Journal was always a conservative paper, but it was conservative mostly to do with money. But you could read the Wall Street Journal and you got like an understanding of the world through the financial world, right? But again, once they buy those papers out, and I think the family that owned the Wall Street Journal, they were offered too much money to resist. And what makes it so easy is that just like television, print journalism is dying. But the name, the name still invokes a certain level of respectability. And that's what they're really buying. They just want the name. They don't want the way things were done. They just want the name. Newsweek. Newsweek is a gossip rag. Newsweek. Time magazine, Newsweek, those were news sources that one could trust back in the day. Now they're just crap. Now they're just crap. Meghan Markle's Netflix series With Love Meghan returning for a second season this fall. Exclusive. Duchess of Sussex has completed filming on a second season of her new show, set to premiere this fall. Uh, I think this is People Magazine. I think so. Lifestyle show is getting another season. Oh yeah, it is. People can exclusively reveal Michael Steed is back as director for a second season. Now, I think that's the guy that used to do the, what's his name? Um, Parts Unknown. What was that guy's name? And I met him before. Well, actually, I didn't meet him. I said hi to him, and he could not be bothered. I thought I was very respectful to him, but he didn't like the idea that I was in New York and I saw him coming out of the that famous steak restaurant in New York. Um, I am so bad with names today. The famous steakhouse. Anyway, Anthony Bourdain. And when I saw him, I said, "Hi, Mr. Bourdain." And he just turned his head the other way. He just turned his head the other way. How dare you peasants say hi to me? I thought I was being very respectful. I didn't ask him for anything. I just said, "Hi, Mr. Bourdain." I thought I was being super respectful. No, it wasn't Ruth Chris. It was, gosh, what is that other state? Was it? Uh, Famous steakhouse. It wasn't Gibson's. It wasn't, oh, maybe it was Gibson. No, it wasn't Gibson's. Ruth Chris. No. Okay, I'm looking at the list right now. Um, ah, Um, I cannot think of it. And they have one in New York. They have one in Chicago. Um, I think it was on Fifth Avenue in New York. Oh hell, I can't remember. You know what? Maybe it was Smith and Walensky's. Did they have a Smith and Walensky's in New York? Smith and Walensky, New York. Yeah, I think it was Smith and Walensky. I do. I think it was Smith and Walensky's. But anyway, I was very respectful. I said, "Hi, Mr. Bourdain." That man turned his head away from me and could not be bothered. Do you hear me? He could not be bothered. How dare you politely say hello to me? Yeah, I believe it's Smith and Walensky's. I had to verify that they had one in New York because I know they had one in New York and they have one in Chicago. So I know it was Smith and Walensky. But yes, it was Anthony Bourdain. That man turned his head and could not be bothered. Now, this is what's interesting. I saw Alec Baldwin walking up the street in New York, and he was on his cell phone. Now, you would think he would be the one that would be the mean one, right? And I know I shouldn't have said anything. He was on his cell phone, but I was excited. I was like, "Hi, Mr. Baldwin." And he just kind of winked his eye and shook his head and kept walking. He had on like a trench coat. Oh my God, I couldn't believe it. When you're in New York, when you're in Manhattan, you see these people all the time, and they know you're not from New York because New Yorkers are way too cool to be bothered, right? New Yorkers are very blasé about celebrities. I was so excited. I was like, "Hi, Mr. Baldwin." And he actually kind of winked his eye and shook his head, and he was on his cell phone. I'll never forget that. And he just kept walking. I thought he was wonderful. I think he is a nice guy. His reputation is really bad, but I think he's really nice. The man has been a humanitarian. He has donated so much money, like those credit card commercials. He donated a lot of money for those commercials. I don't think he ever got paid for them. Rick Bayless, I saw him before, and he didn't seem very pleased to see me. Um, and look, I get it. There's a lot of people that approach you and may not have your best interests at heart. And but yeah, it's always so surreal to see someone's face that you recognize from television or whatever, especially that you never thought you'd run into in a million years. Okay. Better keep it moving. Oh, was that through with this? What is ASMR? What does ASMR mean? Am I missing something? Ruth Crisp Steakhouse, right? That's a good one, Ruth Crisp. I'd like to try that Japanese steak, the one that has all those little the meat is very marbleized. That meat is so expensive. That Japanese steak, I'd like to try that. They say it just melts in your mouth. Oh, you're talking to Ruth C. I'm sorry. I'm like Ruth Chris Steakhouse. Ted Sarandos. The documentary we did on them is still one of our most watched documentaries of all time on Netflix and huge, particularly in the UK, where people just devour everything about them. You may love them or hate them, but you're watching Ted Sarandos. And then there on the other side, it says, Netflix, Ted Sarandos, we make TV for people, not critics. Boss of the streaming giant says prices will keep on rising while it tries to cater to all tastes. And he has no regrets about the controversial hit Baby Reindeer. So, what can I say? The man knows his business. Now, what is that? Autonomous sensory meridian response? Oh, okay. Well, that went over my head. Thank you. Autonomous sensory meridian response. Okay. Autonomous sensory meridian response. Oh, okay. Is a tingling sensation that some people experience in response to specific sounds, sight, or touch. It often described as a pleasant feeling that can occur in the scalp, neck, or back. Okay. Okay. Those the only places, huh? Are those the only places? Are we limited to those places, or can I think of a couple of other ones? Anyway, so that is what they mean, the ASMR, an autonomous sensory meridian response, also known as that tingling sensation. I know what that is. That happens sometimes, right? But, you know, it doesn't seem fair to limit that to just those areas. But I get what you're saying. I do. Yep. That's that feeling you get when you get your tax returns, right? You get that tax return check, and hopefully you haven't spent it already and then spend it again. But yeah, that'll cause that to happen. Thank you, Sherry Ware. With Love Megan is here to stay. Yes, With Love Megan is here to stay. And you better know it. It is here to stay. Meghan Sussex show is renewed for season 2, and the haters are furious. This is an article from Feminagra. Oh, by the way, you guys, that person that I shared earlier, oh, I can't remember the name, but the one, with the hat, she writes for the Medium. And I just shared an article, I think yesterday, from the Medium. Let me see if that is her name on that article. Uh, I meant to say that earlier, and I totally forgot. Uh-oh, what did I just do? Oh boy. Okay, maybe I shouldn't do that. All right, it wasn't that important. Whatever it was not that important. Okay. Oh, okay, okay, okay. I got this. I can do this. Oh, yes, that article I shared yesterday, that was from her. Okay, I'll show you. Let me see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Okay. I just want to make sure I give her proper credit because I love what she said. So, oh no. She wrote this one right here. See? Shay Marville. Stop, but unstoppable. Why Meghan Markle's resilience threatens her critics. That was the article that I shared yesterday. And that is the person that I showed you earlier. Yes. I love when it all comes together like that. Okay. And yet she refuses to disappear. Got it. Yeah, Shay Marville. I like her. Um, oh Lord. Okay. Okay. All right. Disaster averted. I am getting the hang of this. There we go. So, Feminagra. It says the campaign to tear down With Love Meghan has failed. Netflix has renewed the series for a second season, proving once again that Meghan Sussex's influence cannot be erased. The people who spent days attacking the show, from bitter media figures to YouTube trolls, now have to watch its return bigger and better this fall. Hate watching, smear pieces, and coordinated social media rants did nothing to stop its success. Ah, who writes this stuff? I love it. I love it. That is so empowering. I absolutely love that. Let me see. And it goes on to say, With Love, Meghan season 2 is coming this fall. Netflix wasted no time confirming the renewal. Season 2 has already been filmed and will arrive this fall. Meghan announced the news with excitement, telling fans to get ready for even more fun and creativity. She thanked the team behind the show and made it clear that there is plenty more to come. From the moment With Love, Meghan premiered on March the 4th, 2025, critics lined up to tear it down. Media outlets called it pointless. Online trolls mocked Meghan's presence. YouTube channels that thrive on anti-Meghan content launched attack videos, hoping to convince their audience the show was a failure before they even watched it. They called it a flop, but viewers proved them wrong. But their efforts backfired. The show shot into Netflix global top 10, proving the audiences were not just watching, but returning for more. The same people who tried to bury the show only ended up amplifying it. Stuart Heritage from The Guardian boldly claimed that With Love, Meghan was so pointless it would mark the end of Meghan's Netflix deal. But the season 2 officially on the way is safe to say he has a whole carton of eggs on his face. Yeah, I saw that article from that. Let me see. There it is right there. See that little weasel, Stuart Heritage? Is that his real name or did he make that up? Kiss the Netflix deal goodbye. Really? You do go on. And Variety, oh my God, Variety With Love, Meghan is a Montecito Eagle trip not worth taking? Variety? Oh my God, that's horrible. And then what's this other one? The Irish Times, With Love, Meghan, so beige and bland, it doesn't even qualify as a hate watch. Now, usually the Irish are usually very kind to Meghan, but it is the Times of London, really. It is the Times of London. It's not just the Irish Times. It is the British Times. I bet you they're the ones that own it, right? Anyway, is that a Murdoch paper? I think it's Murdoch. Oh, is that a Smith and Walensky? Because I think that's where I was. I thought it might be Fifth Avenue, but I don't remember. That was years ago. Oh well. Oh, I love. Did you guys see um Dr. Shola? Dr. Shola was poor. Look at her face. You can tell that Dr. Shola is throwing some shade. You can tell. I mean, look at her face. She started dragging Charles the Turd, and I mean, she dragged him for filth. Get him, Dr. Shola. Get him.
Charles has a new show. King Charles has a new show, The King's Music Room, just days after Meghan launched her own show on Netflix. Coincidence? I think not. What in the royalty is going on? Let's get into it.
Throughout my life, music has meant a great deal to me.
It's my
A remarkable ability to bring happy
my
moments,
hairbrush.
comfort us in times of sadness, and to take us to distant places. Perhaps, above all, and be loved. And all the more so when it brings us together in celebration. In other words, it brings us joy. Joy, where we are at the
Uh-oh.
pursuit of perfection. In pursuit of joy.
Okay, now y'all know I can't do any of that music. That'll get me in trouble. Hold on a second. I forgot that was there. Oh, Dr. Shola, you doing too much now, girl. But she's making the point because it seemed very much like what Meghan was doing, because Meghan had some great music, right? All right. Now let's try it.
Since Meghan announced her show, all the media vultures, you know them, the ratchety, raggedy, royal wannabe vultures, have been out trying to assassinate her show, mischaracterize her, use all kinds of nouns, pronouns, and adjectives. And now you get to watch them praise him for everything they accused her of. We've seen this script before. You know for a fact that if his show had come out before hers, she would be accused of stealing the theme of joy from him. There is nothing new under the sun for those who hate Meghan. They're going to come up with all kinds of ridiculous comparisons. But here is the kicker. Meghan is being branded egotistical for using her own royal title, Duchess of Sussex, in the show. Doesn't that mean King Charles is egotistical too? Because he's using his royal title, King, in his show. Double standards galore. Slamming a show as fakery and an exercise in narcissism? Let me show you who fits that bill much better than Meghan. Yeah, I'm talking about King Charles. Like we're all meant to believe this is his personal playlist as he listens to it in the King's music room. And that his eclectic musical taste includes Afrobeat, disco, reggae, three genres rooted in Black music, Black culture. This is where the bull meets the shit, because it's bullshit. This is all about King Charles's public image and reputation. This is the king demonstrating his kingship over Commonwealth countries and showcasing music from his subjects. That's all it's about. This isn't his personal playlist. I mean, would I care if King Charles wanted to showcase music from across Commonwealth? No, by all means, do it. Everyone loves music, do it. But do not lie to us telling us it's its personal playlist when it is not, because we can see through that. It's not an accident that they focus on Afrobeat, reggae, disco in the way they sell this message, because it's always about white exploitation of Black music, Black culture, and anything blackety black. So yeah, that's narcissism, egotistical, and fakery all wrapped up in this PR stunt about King Charles. While some of you want to dabble in believing this BS PR stunt, Davido says best where I stand. I'm on a believe. Them don't they see me.
Okay. Well, thank you, Dr. Shola. Yeah, unfortunately, I get in trouble with the people for that little music, so I had to cut it as fast as it comes in. Now, let me see. Let me see. Yes, right. I love Feminagra. Yes, instead of the baked beans with toast. I wonder how those flour sprinkles would look on those baked bean toast thingies. Okay. Yeah, Dr. Shola was really feeling the shade today. She was really feeling it. So, Silvana Franco says, whether you love or hate the Duchess of Sussex's new lifestyle show, With Love Meghan, it's already affecting the way we're shopping for food. Waitrose has reported that since the series dropped on Netflix on Tuesday morning, searches for edible flowers and crudites. What is that? Crudite? Are up 200%. While for what is it? Truffle salt, they've seen a leap of 3,200% for truffle salt. That is the Meghan effect. Okay? That is the Meghan effect. Meghan adding value to the UK economy from oceans away. That is a comment of one of the squatty that posted this screenshot here. Is that Meghan's adding value to the UK economy from oceans away? She sure is. Oh, you guys, Meghan is the moment. She is the moment. As my Duke and I would say, Meghan is the moment. Now, her alma mater, the Northwestern University, they also are celebrating Happy Women's History Month. Northwestern University, do they have a place in Southern California? We're starting the month with Meghan, Duchess of Sussex. Her Netflix series With Love Meghan is now streaming. March 4th was also the official launch of her lifestyle brand, As Ever. Watch the trailer here. So they have a link that takes you right back to your Netflix so that you can watch the trailer. And of course, you can watch the series. So that's what that link is for. The former actress and New York Times bestselling author will share tips for hosting, gardening, cooking, motherhood, and living a joy-filled life with help from old and new friends. Meghan, Duchess of Sussex, is a feminist and champion of human rights. Her lifelong advocacy for women and girls remain a constant thread in her humanitarian and business ventures. And that link right there takes you to Sussex.com, where you can find Harry and Meghan's official webpage, the Sussex Foundation, the Archetypes Foundation, and of course the Archetypes production. So you go to Sussex.com, it will take you to both the foundation and their production pages. Anyway, good on you, Northwestern. Now take a look here and you can see all of the ways people have celebrated Meghan's show. The heart-shaped strawberries. What else do we have here? It's kind of hard to see it, but I got these screenshots from social media. Blue Water Estate. What it says. I watched With Love Meghan, and it inspiring, and it was inspiring and fun. Don't let the haters get you down. I just made this and feel accomplished. Wow. Okay. Yeah. Also, people have went and purchased that pot. I think it's Williams Sonoma. They went and purchased that cookware. No, it is I saw Meghan using the cream la something pan, and I bought a cream la something pan too. That's the pan with the lid on top of it. Wow, these people have been busy, right? Wow, these people have really been busy. Truffle oil on my mashed potatoes. That sounds interesting. You know, I've never had truffle oil before. I should try that. Yeah, I should try that truffle oil. Okay, so those pans, are they like iron and then they have like a coating of like a pottery type of glaze, like like a crock pot kind of glaze or something? But yeah, they look heavy. But the heavier the pan, the better it distributes the heat. Yeah, because I, which is why a cast iron pan works so well, is because it's really good at distributing the heat. Cast iron is not so good. I got some cast iron. I'm sorry, not cast iron, stainless steel. Stainless steel is not so good because they have to like fuse a steel plate on the bottom to help spread the heat out. But you really can't go wrong with that cast iron. It's very good for cooking a variety of things. I don't think you should use it to boil water, of course, but if you're going to fry or bake or something like that, cast iron is golden. Williams Sonoma. I just love saying Williams Sonoma. Yeah, it's one of those ways to announce that you have arrived. Williams Sonoma. Oh, okay. La Crusette is enamel covered cast iron and super expensive. Okay. Yeah, I mean it looks uh like a cast iron with enamel on it. I didn't know they were so expensive. I guess they cost a few $100s for just one pan. But they'll last a long time, and I'm sure the way they cook is amazing. Wow, 32 years? Heavy. Oh, okay. Now, I have a cast iron Dutch oven. My aunt that passed away years ago, she was like downsizing, and she gave me a whole set of cast iron cookware. I got the big pan, I got the medium pan, I have the Dutch oven, and I think I have a griddle. You know what? I gotta check and see if I have a griddle just in case I wanna use it for my what is it? My crepes. Wow. Okay. This has been very informative. Megan is actually changing a lot of people's lives one meal at a time. Not people around the world making dishes from With Love Megan. I thought Megan was unrelatable. The person who posted this posted that caption. Not people around the world making dishes from With Love Megan. I thought Megan was unrelatable. Unrelatable. Okay. Wait, I got more. Um, there are people showing their fabulous cookware. People are making the chicken. I'm not sure how the baby fits into it. Roy Choi's quickies. Something, what is it? Dakin, radish pickled in rice vinegar and spices. And then here on the other side, oh, it looks like someone has made the spaghetti, the pasta or whatever. The one pan pasta. I'm getting hungry. I'm getting hungry. Early morning shopping, minding my own business. After chatting with the butcher, turned the corner into this department and was accosted by Meghan. Her voice, anyway. Oh, someone was shopping and heard Meghan's voice in their ear and went and bought themselves flowers. Lavender scented flowers arrived at my house, inspired by Meghan. Oh, those are the purple flowers there. I know it's kind of hard to see it, but that's what that one is. I saw Meghan using the what is it, Lacroix pan, Lacoste pan, Lacoste. So I bought my own cream Lacoste pan. Oh, that's a repeat from the other one, isn't it? Yeah, that one right there. Okay. I'm upset with Meghan. Look at what she has me displaying. My baguette steel board decorations, that is, with dill, basil, and olive oil pasta was so good. The kids loved it. Next, with love, Meghan. Okay. Wow, people are really working hard. I love it. Avocado toast. Hey, do you guys think Meghan was trying to send a message with her avocado toast? I'm just asking for a friend. Do you think she was trying to say something? Maybe, maybe. Archie's chicken. Archie's chicken. You guys, our Duchess is about to really do some major things, right? And Archie and his chicken, especially with the prices of eggs nowadays, I tell you, those Sussexes, the Sussex family, they are always a step ahead. Now, when they first opened up Archie's Chicken, did they know that someday eggs would cost so much? How could they have known that? And yet they are getting an average of 6 eggs a day from Archie's Chicken. How many eggs is that in a year? Let me see. That's 2,190 eggs a year. If they get 6 eggs a day, that's 2,190 eggs a year. Eggs that they can give to friends and family and friends that are family. Yeah. How enterprising. I bet there's a lot of people that's starting their own chicken coops right now. But yeah, by the time we get around to season 3, those chickens are going to be dressing high on the hog. Those chickens are going to take their trip to Paris for Fashion Week. That's what's going to happen to those chickens. Yeah, there you can see the rooster. The rooster is strutting down the Champs-Elysees at the Paris Fashion Week. Those are going to be some very, very highbrow chickens. You'll see. Yes, you better walk. Okay, you better walk. Yeah, you highbrow chicken. Yes, you better walk. Work it. Yes. Yes. Anyway, you guys, I am done. Thank you so much. And thank you to the mod squad. Um oh, Sherry Ware, you're not on. I'm so embarrassed. I got to get you back on there. Let me see. But anyway, thank you, Church Nelly, Lydia Washington, Cookies and Cream, Adrian Burrows, Dominica Anastasia, Isabella Christensen, Elaine Parker, VS Speaks Royally, and of course, Sherry Ware. I'm so embarrassed. Yeah, now is a good time to have a chicken coop. It really is. Now is a good time, a great time to have one. And hopefully Church Nelly will watch later. But anyway, good night, y'all. I added this for Church Nelly. I figured for a little dessert, we'll have a little nacho for dessert. I know it's unconventional, but you know, you don't really think dessert and nacho, at least not that nacho. Well, you know what nachos, you know what I mean. But there you go. The way he controls that animal. You see that? He has such control. Yeah. So this is for you, Church Nelly, whenever you watch. As he thunders past on the horse, thundering, and then eventually he has to rest. Yep, all of that horse riding, you got to rest at some point. So the international face of Ralph Lauren's polo. He's an athlete. He's a model, a motivational speaker. He is Nacho Fagares. So thank you, everybody. I had fun tonight. I got to try to figure out how to get my slides back the way they're supposed to be. I have no clue what happened to them, but they changed something, and I'll work it out. But if not, we'll just have to do it the same way tomorrow. I hadn't thought about that. Strong thighs, huh? Yeah, that looks like some thigh control there. I'm walking. Yes, indeed, I'm talking. You know, I done made myself so hungry now. I'm hungry. I want some food. I want some avocado toast. And you know what? I got the perfect bread for avocado toast. I want one of those pans so that I can cook some pasta in it. Now that I see it, now I want one. I don't need it though. I mean, I got my cast iron, but you know, anything that Meghan has, I want it. I want my hat. I want all I got coming. Oh, there's the pan right there. You know, I got to get some stainless steel tongs. I used the ones, but I like those. I use the ones that looks like a bent coat hanger, but thicker. Those ones. There's my girl right there. There's my girl. Don't forget, she writes for the Medium, you guys. She writes for the Medium. She wrote this article, Unstoppable. Unstoppable. That was her article. As ever. You know, this is all going to work out so well. Everything is going to work out so well. And remember that photo of Meghan with the raspberries on her fingers? Yeah, she looks so adorable in those photos where she had the raspberries on her fingers. Very famous image of Meghan. Let me see if I can find it. Um, yeah, I tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to buy some fresh raspberries. I purchased some last week to make my smoothies, and I'm going to get some more. And they're so good. That's the thing about it, is they are so good. Who doesn't like raspberries? Can you say booger bear? Booger bear. One more nacho? Yeah, one more nacho. Just tearing into that toast and brie with that official raspberry spread from the Duchess of Sussex. Wow, brie, raspberry preserve. That looks delicious. Okay, here you go. There's our Duchess. There she is with the raspberries on her fingers, on her fingertips. That is our Duchess. Really? Okay. William Sonoma pan. Oh, I see one here. Crate and Barrel has them. Are they the same thing at Crate and Barrel? Or do you have to really go to William Sonoma to get it? Either way, it is pricey though. Oh, I see. It's a lot of places that sell those. But I would prefer the William Sonoma because I like saying William Sonoma. And once I like saying it, that's where I want it from. Wow. Let me see here. Now, I see some that cost less, but they don't look like they have the same quality. I wonder if they would let me in Williams-Sonoma's. Oh my God, I see some of them that are blue. I see some blue enamel cookware. Oh my God, is that beautiful? I got to share this with you guys. I got to share this with you. This is about $2,000 or more worth of cookware, I'm sure. But you got to see it. If this doesn't take your breath away, I don't know what will. Check this out. Oh, wait, I gotta take away. Look at that. How beautiful is that? Right? Have you ever? That's on the Williams-Sonoma page. Have you ever? Oh, the Dutch oven starts. The Dutch ovens are on sale for $2.99. You guys, the Williams-Sonoma 8-quart Dutch oven, the oval-shaped Dutch oven, is on sale for $2.99. That's not bad. Not for Williams-Sonoma. The regular price is $475. I don't know if that's only online, but oh, they got them in all kind of colors. Well, they have quite a few sales right now. Not bad, not bad. That is beautiful. Oh, I love that. Now I could see myself cooking some salmon in one of those pans. Or some pasta. Wow. I love that. I'm still looking at their website. Oh, they got the fondue pot. Only $380. I don't know that I've ever had fondue before. I don't think so. They have the enamel iron cast iron crepe pan. They also have the crepe pans. And it even comes with a wooden crepe spatula. It comes with that thing that's shaped like the letter T, right? And then it has a wooden spatula so that you can fold it and turn it and everything. And that's only $184. You get it's 3 pieces, and that's the enamel cast iron crepe pan. Looks like it only comes in one color, red. Wow. Why y'all got me sitting up here looking at Williams-Sonoma? Y'all got me sitting up here looking at Well, they do have one that it's called the Buyer Blue Carbon Steel Crepe. I think it's black though. It looks like a black cast iron pan. And it's between $34.95 and $49.95. A 9.5-inch pan. I don't know why they have that sliding scale for the price, but they have a. Oh no, you know what? It's similar to. It's similar to that. It's not a Williams Sonoma. They're showing you similar pans. No wonder the price was so much lower. If you want Williams Sonoma, you're gonna pay Williams Sonoma. Yeah, that's not a Williams Sonoma pan. They're just showing you. Is it Williams Sonoma? Wait a minute. Oh, I guess they do sell that one. They do sell it. Okay, I've never been on their website before. I don't know how this works. Are you all looking at Williams Sonoma too? How dare they call the Duchess of Sussex boring and bland? How dare they? Especially in comparison to other members of that clan. Compared to the rest of that family, she's a regular Sammy Davis Jr., if you ask me. You know, Sammy Davis Jr. could sing, dance, everything. He was an actor. He could do everything. So compared to the rest of that family, yeah, they got a lot of nerves. A lot of nerves. Too many nerves. But just to be fair, I think we should always reach out to Kensington Palace so that they might share their thoughts on the matter. You know, just to be fair. I wouldn't dare neglect them like that. I believe in a fair fight. So if I were to reach out to Kensington Palace for comment, it would probably go something like this.
Well, obviously it'd be, I would love to have met her, and she's obviously she's an inspirational woman to look up to, obviously on to this day, and you know, going forward and things. You know, it is, you know, it's a wonderful family. The members who I've met have achieved a lot, and you know, very inspirational. So yeah, I do.
Okay. Well, thank you, Kensington Palace, Kate. You know, if I thought I would actually use it, you know what I mean? If I actually thought I would use it, I mean, I would, but I don't know. I mean, but to be honest, the blue set right there, I love it. You know, it reminds me of the old cast iron kitchen sink with the enamel on it. There's something so sturdy and timeless. Like right now, I have a cast iron sink, of course, in the kitchen, but I just love the the nostalgia, the touch and the feel of that white enamel, and you take some Comet bleach cleanser and just, and you're so amazed at how clean it is and everything. Yeah, I like that. It makes me feel young and safe when life was so simple and so much easier. You know what I mean? So that's what I think about. I mean, it's the sturdiness, the heavy weight and everything kind of makes you feel safe. Like riding in the back of my father's station wagon, right? That Ford LTD Country Squire, sitting in that third row seat and facing the traffic behind us. I felt safe. So that's what I think about when I look at that, is something traditional and safe. The good old days, the good old days. Everybody's talking about the good old days. The grass was greener, the sky was bluer, and smiles were bright. You know? And as hard as things may seem, for the younger people, these will be the good old days. Can it be that it was all so simple then? Or has time rewritten every line? And if we had the chance to do it all again, tell me, would we? Could we? Memories. You knew I was going into a song though, right? Like the corners of my mind. Hey, misty waters, colored memories of the way we were. Yeah. Scattered pictures of the smiles we left behind. Smiles we gave to one another, of the way we were. Can it be that it was all so simple then? Or has time rewritten every line? And if we had the chance to do it all again, tell me, would we? Could we? Memories may be beautiful, and yet what's too painful to remember, we simply choose to forget. And so is the laughter. that we still remember. I know. I'm fixing to get out of here. I say that all the time. Next thing you know, it's been 4 hours. I don't think so. Maybe they'll announce that another time. If it was renewed, it would have been all over the news. It would have been all over the news. By the way, I broke one of my favorite Dollar Dollar Tree plates. I broke one of my favorite Dollar Tree plates. I had a set of 2, and I broke one. Broke it. I couldn't believe it. It just slipped out of my fingers and I broke it. I always have a favorite Dollar Tree plate. I had this white one that was just perfect. But I mean, if you use it every day, at some point you're going to lose it. So, but I had both of them for years. And I started using the other one because I broke the white one. This other one has like the colors of it looks very like it looks like something that belongs in a Mexican restaurant, those kind of colors, but I just love it. And I broke it. I was like, now if I break this other one, I'm gonna be crying like a rat eating onions. You ever have that favorite plate or that favorite bowl or that favorite fork or favorite spoon? Now, I bought 2 forks from a street market, some little market area. I think it was in Saint Denis, outside of Paris in Saint Denis. And those 2 forks are my favorite. Either one of them, they're identical. Those are my favorite forks. If I ever lose one, I'm going to be so upset because that means I might lose the other one. But I love that fork. It just has the perfect balance and everything. So I always get attached to something like that and use it almost every day. Oh, let me see there. Yeah, me too. It's kind of like self-soothing for me to sing. Oh, okay. So she ran into money? Or was she trying to make some money? I don't even want to know what she was doing, but was she trying to make some money? As soon as I get my stuff from As Ever, I'm going to lay it all out on the table and take a picture of it just like that. Which means I got to buy some mint and raspberry, but I'm going to lay it all on the table just like that and take a picture of it so I can share it. How much you think that whole set of costs? About 150, 200? Sounds fair to me. I'll just put it on a credit card. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to charge it. And I'm not buying any of that stuff until Meghan's is available. I'm not buying any of it until Meghan's is available. Elaine Parker, thank you so much for joining us. I hope you're feeling better. We're going to say good night or good morning very soon, but it's good to see you here. I'm fixing to go, y'all. I got to eat something. I cannot stop thinking about food now. I want something to eat. Letitia Malone, thank you so much for being. Oh, Elaine Parker, thank you so much for the super sticker. Avocado on toast. I usually elevate my avocado on toast with some bacon. Also, it's good to elevate it with some like thinly sliced tomatoes. Um, put a few olives on the side. But yeah. But yeah, sometimes I'll sprinkle it with a little bacon, a little crumbled bacon, or perhaps some thinly sliced tomatoes or tomatoes. What else have I put on there? Oh, I'm trying to think. But yeah, avocado. Oh, some freshly ground black pepper. Yeah, that's good. Some black pepper and sea salt. Or you can add a little garlic powder, just a little garlic powder and some black pepper and sea salt. Mom, good eating. Or if you wanted to have kind of a more almost beefier taste, put a little what do you call it? Cumin. Yeah, sprinkle a little cumin on that avocado toast. Not a lot. You don't want to overwhelm it, but just a little bit. One of my favorite dishes to make is ground turkey with black beans and rice. Ground turkey with black beans and rice. Serve it over some rice. Oh, but I make mine with the curry seasoning. Add some turmeric and some cumin, some finely chopped onions. Oh, talk about some good eating. And it's something about the black beans that just really give the rice and the ground turkey a really, really good flavor. And the ground turkey, of course, you want to, when you're grilling that ground turkey, you want to make it as fine as possible. No big lumps so that it just kind of melts in your mouth with the rice. And I would use the not the jasmine rice. What's the other one? Basmati rice. Yeah, the basmati rice. It's one of my favorite dishes. Ground turkey with black beans and rice. With a baked sweet potato. Oh, baked sweet potato on the side. Oh, I'm so hungry. I gotta go, you guys. I gotta go. I'm hungry. I want something to eat. I get weak when I look at you, weak. I can't speak when I look in your eyes. 'Cause I get weak. I get weak. Is that Belinda Carlisle? 'Cause I get weak when I look at you, weak when I can't speak when I look in your eyes. 'Cause I get weak. I love that song. Oh, that is Belinda Carlisle. I love Belinda Carlisle. When I'm with you, I shake inside. My heart's all tangled up, my tongue is tied. It's crazy. Can't walk, can't talk, can't eat, can't sleep. I'm in love. I'm in deep. 'Cause baby, isn't that a great song? They don't make them like that no more. All of them were my favorite episodes. I cannot say I have a favorite. I really couldn't. I wouldn't be fair if I said I had a favorite. So I cannot confess to having a favorite episode. It just wouldn't be fair. But one of my favorite and also equally frustrating moments was this one. It was fun and frustrating all at the same time. With a kiss, you can strip me defenseless. With a touch, I completely lose control. 'Cause I get weak when I look at you, weak when I touch you, can't speak when you look in my eyes. 'Cause I get weak. Now you see what happened? Now you are going to be singing that song all weekend because someone has planted that song deep into your psyche. And you're going to find yourself singing it when you're not even thinking about it. You're going to be like, why am I singing that song? Just a kiss, you can strip me defenseless. Just a touch, I completely lose control. All that's left is strength of his memory. Whoa, 'cause I get weak when I look at you, weak. I can't speak when you look in my eyes. 'Cause I get weak. Oh, yes. I love that. When they were speaking Spanish to each other. What a coincidence. Let's talk about the coincidence, shall we? Meghan graduates from Northwestern University, right? And of course, one of the biggest moments of Princess Diana's life was her visit to Northwestern University. That was when she wore that purple Versace gown, right? Lilibet Diana, born, what was it, 15 years to the day? Was it 15 years or 20 years? 15 years to the day that Princess Diana visited Northwestern University. Meghan, Rachel Meghan Markle, Princess Meghan, the Duchess of Sussex. Meghan, the Duchess of Sussex, just so happens to share the same birthday as the Queen Mother. Now, that had to be quite endearing to Queen Elizabeth. So, you know, lots of coincidence, lots of them. I may be missing a few. And then, of course, Delphine, Nacho, they're from Argentina. Harry's real life brother, his real brother, Nacho is from Argentina. Now, who knew that Argentina would be so important in Meghan's life, and of course, the nation that gave birth to Harry's real brother, his real brother. And of course, the Spanish language is all over the world, but it just so happens the particular Spanish that Meghan speaks just happens to be rooted in the Argentine culture. I mean, you just couldn't make this up. You could not make it up. Yeah, yeah. I mean, Meghan is a teacher. Meghan is a teacher. She's an educator. She teaches people. You can tell by the way she handled the kitchen with other people that not only is she a great student, but she's an excellent teacher. And I don't ever like to play conversation police. But it's really nice when you're with someone who knows that you don't speak the language and they're trying to help you stay connected to the conversation. And Meghan definitely wanted to make sure that the audience, I mean, yeah, you can put captions and everything like that, but in real time, Meghan wants to make sure people don't get left out of the conversation or left behind, which I think is very thoughtful. Now, where was I? Oh, yeah, I know. 'Cause I get weak when I look at you, weak when we touch, I can't speak when you look in my eyes. 'Cause I weak. I get weak. Did you hear that? I get weak. I'm weak. Ladies and gentlemen, Belinda Carlisle. I love Belinda Carlisle. I listen to all kind of music. I'm sitting here looking like Poola right now. I want something to eat. Oh, nice plate of pasta. It's too late to be eating anything. I have nightmares. I've never been one to just eat and lay down. I'm lying. I'm lying. I ain't gonna be up hungry. Are you? Me too. Although I know I'm not pronouncing that right. Let me see. How do you pronounce that? I will go to the translation app so I can get the correct pronunciation. Who knows heaven is a place called earth? You know heaven is a place called earth. We know heaven is a place called earth. Where in the Frappuccino is my translation app? Oh, no wonder it was right there. Le Creuset. Le Creuset. It is pronounced Le Creuset. In English, it means the crucible. Le Creuset. Mademoiselle, Monsieur, Le Creuset. Oui, Le Creuset. It is called Le Creuset. Got it? Le Creuset. You bet your Francois Mitterrand. It is pronounced Le Creuset. I know, I'm so hungry. I don't know what to do. Oh, something light, right? Got it. Oh, I love the soundtrack to Bustin' Loose. I know those songs from the soundtrack. Darling angel, somebody sent me you and I feel all right. I can't help how I feel tonight, 'cause you're mine. You're right on time. You're so nice. Just when I needed you, you were the only land in sight. You came to me in a dream. I never thought you could be there when I needed you. I have that album on a LP. I still have it. I love that movie Bustin' Loose. That was so much fun. Cicely Tyson played comedy. Roberta Flack sang the soundtrack. Richard Pryor played the um what was he? Wasn't he like an ex-convict? And if he drove those kids to summer camp, they would lessen his charge or something like that. It was a fun movie. You are my love. You are my heaven. You are my love. Makes me sing la di da. You are my love. Ooh, you are my heaven. Darling, oh, I won't let them take you away. Won't let them take you. Won't let them take you away. Hey, 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 hey. Yeah, Bustin' Loose. I remember that movie. Let me see. Bustin' Loose soundtrack. I'm not familiar with that song. Never leaves you. Is that let me see. And that song never leaves you. Children's song. Oh, children's song? I don't know which song that is. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. La la la. La 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 la. La, la. Okay, I remember that. I remember that now. Now see, you're gonna have me watching that movie again. La 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 la. Yeah. I like when that one kid fell in the water. That was a funny movie. It was fun. Yeah, and I can see why that song would stick in your head. It does kind of have that kind of thing going on. It's a nice little on the road song, you know. It's like a I'm on my way to summer camp song. Just when I needed you, you were the only land in sight. Yeah, I love that song. Let me see what the other song I loved. Oh yeah, you stop loving, you stop loving me, you stop loving. Yeah, I think Luther Vandross is on that album. Luther Vandross sang backup on that album. I could hear his voice in one of those songs. Luther Vandross, Bustin' Loose. Oh, Luther Vandross sang that song, You Stop Loving Me, from Bustin' Loose with Roberta Flack. Vandross also arranged the vocals for the album. He is in the soundtrack of Bustin' Loose. Oh, back in 2022, a newly reissued Busting Loose soundtrack came out. The album was re-released as Vandross rose to superstardom. Okay, I did not know that. Yeah, Luther Vandross was a genius. Oh yeah, right. Na 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 na. Okay, bet. I'm finna go get something to eat too. Okay, good night, y'all. I done made myself hungry. I'm fixing to go. I want something to eat. If I don't get something to eat, I am going to be very, very upset. I'm hungry. I'm set up here and talk to myself hungry. Congratulations again to the Duchess of Sussex for season 2 of With Love, Meghan. And oh, and congratulations, Netflix. What could I say? Y'all picked the winner. 2 of them. Yeah, Luther Vandross is responsible for an uptick in the population. Okay, that's a wrap. Good night.